CoHNA, the Coalition of Hindus of North America. But first things first, why is an organization like this needed in the first place?
There are almost 4 million Hindus living across North America. So being a Hindu in North America really involves navigating various layers. There's widespread ignorance about our religion and traditions, and there are certain groups of people and vested interests that have been working strategically.
Mixed with curry.
To portray Hinduism in a negative light.
You can't kill a Hindu!
Even villainizing Hindus in the media, in the political and legal landscapes. Throughout the years, we have seen how elements of Hinduism have been propagated first into distortion and then into prejudice. Now, this breeds misunderstanding, in some cases even hatred towards our community.
Organizations that are spreading this kind of anti-Hindu hatred are funded.
There is no Hindutva without Hinduism. Hindutva is inextricably linked to and is a form of Hinduism. There's also absolutely no way to dismantle it if you are going to kind of ignore the Hinduism of it.
If life is so great in India, why the here?
Oh my God, guys, record! She's hitting me. She's hitting me. Oh my God.
Sincerely, nobody comes in public like this. Tardy Hindu.
Why not dismantle Hinduism? And not just Hindutva.
That we also have a structural responsibility as South Asians to come for your saffron auntie and uncle.
These complexities often leave us Hindus looking for ways to protect and preserve our cultural identity, yet integrate into the broader society with harmony and strength.
So how does CoHNA even begin to approach this kind of work? And where did it all start?
So our journey in CoHNA really began a few years ago when the state of New York tried to pass a legislation that would teach the sacred swastika as a symbol of hate.
And it was basically going to teach kids to call 911 if they saw a symbol. Yeah.
The symbols of hatred, the symbols of intolerance.
We have 44 hate crimes already on the books.
Su means good or auspicious. Asti means to be. Swasti or swastika means to be well, to be in auspiciousness.
That which is a benign, beautiful symbol had been used to represent something so horrific.
When you call Hitler's symbol the swastika, you're giving him more power in death than he had in life.
It's been mistaken for a Nazi symbol. Cultural appropriation much?
Obvious response has to be not just to say to my Hindu friends this is wrong, but actually to publicly say this is wrong.
Working hand in hand with CoHNA, I also helped defeat a New York State bill that would have misappropriated and misrepresented the Hindu symbol of swastika.
We started a campaign around educating the mainstream on this topic and eventually defeated the bill, taking the story all the way to the 2023 Parliament of the World's Religions.
For the first time in history, leaders from various religions united to sign the Swastika Proclamation. Due to lack of proper education and mass misunderstanding, the Hindu community all over the world has been targeted on countless occasions. That reminds me of the whole caste issue that's been boiling on the West Coast.
This is an international movement against not only caste oppression, but every form of oppression.
If you're like me, it may have taken you a minute to understand exactly what is happening. Why would a law that bans caste discrimination be of concern?
The dangerous part is that you're singling out one community. One community in the world, South Asians, tends to discriminate or have more hierarchy than every other human group in the world.
The complaint was alleged that Dalits are dark-skinned people and the Brahmins are fair-skinned people and things like that.
I come from a Dalit community. You want to do something good for the community, but don't you think that you have to understand that community before you jump in and start making blanket statement? This is recolonization of us all over again.
It took me over 15 months just to get over the shock phase internally. These are activists who pretend they care about Dalits.
Our local temple gone and decorated the Vigraha. Nobody ever asked me, wait a minute, just before you come and touch, say, sacred God, I want to know, are you dirty, are you not dirty?
Who's going to sit and decide this? What is a caste discrimination? Who is upper, who is lower?
We already have civil rights laws that protect us against discrimination of all kinds.
Our Dalit and Bahujan leaders led a tough and long battle educating and energizing the community. This was a fight we have been involved in since January of 2021, when CoHNA became the first organization to publish a rebuttal opposing California's claim regarding Hinduism in the now infamous Cisco caste case. We have worked tirelessly to spread the truth about the caste system to people of all walks of life.
Welcome
coalition of Hindus of North America to Washington, D.C.
To learn that this has been going on in a very systemic way throughout the country was eye-opening to me. Thank you for raising this awareness to me.
Literally racist discrimination to classify people the way they don't see themselves, but the way they want to see people.
Stereotypes have many implications, but when it affects vulnerable and innocent children, that's when you really feel the urgency of it.
We realized kids were being told that Hinduism has weird gods and goddesses and that Hinduism is oppressive because it has a caste system. Even festivals like Diwali and Holi were considered oppressive. This was leading to instances of miscommunication, misunderstanding, even bullying in schools. Eventually, as a response to this growing need of our community, we founded the Hindu Parents Network. Now, HPN is designed to equip parents with tools for conscious Hindu parenting.
Because we were taking our Nana, Nani, our grandparents to different temples, and we were just listening to these gurus, and those values, our kids didn't learn those values. And that void is being filled by misinformation.
Children and youth need access to interesting and authentic educational materials presented in a way that they understand best. So CoHNA works towards a harmonious future for Hindu families, students, and children in schools too.
So in today's world, working for the Hindu community at large is becoming more urgent than ever. Addressing and counteracting misconceptions, discrimination, biases is crucial for Hindus to survive in peace and be integral parts of the community. The actions that we take today is the world we will leave behind for our children. So I, along with hundreds of volunteers across the country, see this work as one of the most important contributions we can make to society. After our time, it is these contributions that will live on in the form of a harmonious world. So to me, this work is the essence of Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma. So we welcome you to join us, support us, and donate generously.
Defense of Dharma is the ultimate yajna you could do. This is your way to be in the yajna, to helping participate. Somebody else is doing the work, you don't have the time or the wherewithal, but you can support it.
Become part of this movement, become part of this yajna that we can all contribute to.